What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Double Money event week, as well as the vehicle and property discounts. This event week is for February 20th through February 26th, 2020. I also want to quickly mention that the diamonds you can steal from the casino is now over. Once you complete it once, you will not be able to complete it again, and if you never scoped out the casino to see the diamonds last week, then you are not going to be able to do it again. I believe they might bring it back at some point, but for now, you can't get it again, which was quite sad. So the vehicle that released today was the Deca Blista Conjo. This car is in the compacts class and is a #1 vehicle in the compacts class for top speed. It also has very good customization and is a brand new DLC vehicle that costs under $500,000 with the trade price. It's a very good all-around car, but the handling is awful and something you should really factor in if you're going to be using it in compact races. The current casino podium vehicle, surprisingly, is the Progen PR4. It was the Roosevelt Valor for about 6 hours, and then they randomly changed it to the Progen PR4 and put out a newswire post. You can only get it this week from the podium. It is not available for purchase until next week, the 27th. This F1 car normally costs about $3.5 million, so I highly recommend trying it to win it from the casino if you haven't already. Alright, so to start off with the property discounts, we have 40% off CEO offices and CEO garages as well, and the renovations for them. We also have 40% off garage properties from the Dynasty 8 website. Keep in mind it is only the garage properties and not the apartments. There is also 40% off the motorcycle clubhouses as well as the renovations. We have 35% off the CEO crate warehouses. This is a very good one because those are super expensive. And lastly, we have 40% off the yachts. I don't really find much use in yachts these days, but it's very rare they put it on discount, so I guess if you've been wanting one, now you can get it substantially at a lower price. Moving on to vehicle discounts, we have 40% off the Chevrolet Taipan. This has the slow handling flags, which really affect its all-around performance, so I don't recommend buying it. We have 40% off the X80. I personally like how different the styling of the X80 is. The car is pretty fast, but it lacks downforce, and it's a really strange driving experience, almost like if it has no downforce, it's really weird. If you've never driven one, try your friends or something like that. It's a very different driving experience. We have 40% off the Zentorno. This used to be the best all-around supercar in GTA for many years back in the day, but nowadays it's just completely outpaced by all the new supercars. Although for this price, I believe the dollar to performance value you're getting is very good, all things considering. But again, you're not going to be competing with the Emirates or Krieg or anything like that. Moving on to the Southern San Andreas website, we have 35% off the Armored Kuruma. I still believe this is one of the best vehicles for missions, as you can shoot out of it, but you barely get shot inside with its bulletproof windows. At this price, I believe it's a bargain and something you should definitely consider adding to your garage if you don't have one already, or if you sold it in the past. Moving on to the Warstock website, we have 35% off the B11 Strike Force. Even with this discount, I still personally believe it's not worth it considering how underwhelming that gun is. Moving along, we have 35% off the Kanjali. This is arguably the best tank in the game, and I highly recommend buying it if you don't have one already. Keep in mind that you need to own a facility in order to purchase the Kanjali. It will not let you buy it without having a facility. We have 40% off the regular Oppressor, which was the casino podium vehicle about 3 weeks ago, if you guys remember. So at this price, it's decently reasonable, but I'd personally wait on a future discount for the Oppressor Mark II instead. We have 35% off the regular Insurgent. At this price, I believe it's a bargain if you sold your Insurgent in the past and want to buy it back. Moving on to the latest travels website, we have 40% off the Luxor Deluxe and the regular Luxor as well. I personally believe these are not worth it even with the discount, because you can get the regular Luxor literally at the airport for free, or you can just buy a normal Luxor and then paint it gold and still have the outer appearance of a Luxor Deluxe. I don't know, it's just up to you and what you think is worth the money. Some people will pay millions of dollars just to have the exclusivity, but I personally believe the planes themselves are not really worth, $6 million for a gold Luxor. It's just ridiculous. And that's it for vehicle discounts. A lot of good ones this week. I highly recommend taking advantage of some of them, especially the Armored Kuruma. Moving on to weapon discounts, we have 40% off shotguns, heavy weapons, and grenades. We also have 35% off all ammo this week for your weapons, so I highly recommend purchasing all your ammo, refilling all of it, so you can get at a good discount. As far as clothing, if you log in this week, you can get the Stinka t-shirt for free. Alright, so moving on to the double money stuff, we have double money NRP on the CEO crate sales. I know many of you know this pays out a lot of money, millions of dollars during double money, and combine this with the warehouses being on sale as I mentioned earlier, this is definitely the best time to get into CEO crates. We also have double money NRP on VIP work and challenges, as well as associate salary. And lastly, we have double money NRP on all the survival modes. I'm not sure who still plays these, but I guess players might visit them again this week because of the incentive. Moving on to the Twitch Prime discounts for Twitch Prime members only. I will leave instructions in the pinned comment on how to become a Twitch Prime member if you aren't one already. So we have 35% off the fire truck and the lifeguard SUV as well. And of course, we have the usual extra 10% off the vehicles I mentioned earlier. And lastly, of course, we have the RC Medino Time Trial Construction Site 2. This week's normal time trial is Great Ocean Highway, and this week's premium race is the Supercar Race Downtown Underground. This is a corner-intensive race that will take some practice, so I highly recommend trying the standard race on your own before attempting the premium one. I recommend either the Emirates, Krieger, or Wagner for that one. Anyways guys, hope this was helpful. This is definitely an exciting week with good discounts, double money, and of course the addition of the F1 car on the casino podium. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.